Good morning. My name's Kyle. I'm the Pentographer, and I'd like to thank you for joining me once again. So today we're doing two things. First thing is, we are explaining my absence. The short answer is my wife had a baby. So this is baby number 2, and we are basically just adjusting to this whole new thing that we got going on. Turns out that the challenges of raising 2 children in 2 separate homes is very difficult, and I'm sure although we are not separated, I'm sure many single parents understand that struggle. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So we're trying to unify everything at some point. So we'll see how that goes. But that is the short answer. Everything is going good, but it's just been a lot, and so that's why the YouTube channel kind of went on the wayside for a little while. I had no intention of ever stopping. I will continue doing fountain pen content and stuff like that down the line. I'm hoping to do a bit more like produced stuff, as I've been kind of hinting at over time. So we'll get there eventually. That I can promise. I'm just my original timeline for these things was just not realistic with everything going on. It just turns out that it's difficult to run a YouTube channel when you're working and doing all of that stuff, and that's just been a challenge for me. So, or at least to do good stuff and do all that. So, just been so busy. So, at any rate, enough rambling about that. So, item number 2 on the list. I am not going to talk about fountain pens today. I apologize for that. What I am going to talk about today is I am doing a photo shoot. So I'm trying to move back into more photography-oriented work. I think my days landscaping are numbered, and the reason that is because winter is a thing, and I don't want to do snow removal. So, I don't think Clomps does snow removal. I don't think they do. They might. I don't think they do though. And if they do, I don't want to do it. So, because I've had friends who did that, and it's kind of a pain. People expect you to clear the snow like 30 minutes ago, even though you've got an entire route to do. It's just a pain. People are very entitled and think that their little world is the only world that matters. So yeah, it's just how it goes, and I don't deal well with people like that. So at any rate, because winter is coming upon us, we're past the bulk of the summer. We're starting to get into fall. Trees are turning red. Not very many of them, but trees are turning red and yellow, and they're starting to do all that stuff. I knew that my days landscaping would be numbered, so kind of what I'm trying to do is build my business up. So that includes this. It does include the YouTube channel, or a YouTube channel. It actually is going to ultimately include 2 YouTube channels, I think. The fountain pen one will be more of a hobbyist thing, which is fine. I never really intended it to be a super lucrative like business thing. It's part of a learning curve, I guess, for me, and I want to keep it going, but it's not going to be my primary focus. So my primary focus is going to be the photography stuff. So this was always my plan to begin with, but on Noster, at least, the fountain pen stuff just hit better. Originally, at least, was what I was noticing. I was getting a lot better feedback for that stuff than photography. So even though there's photography content on Noster as well, I just seem to be getting better responses for the fountain pen stuff. So I kind of went in that direction, and it turned into a fun hobby for me, and we'll keep that going. But the primary goal has always been photography, because it's always been one of my primary passions and something that I enjoy thoroughly doing. And so today we're working on a branding shoot for my cousin Brad. So Brad runs his own fitness company, and he's basically like a personal trainer, personal accountability coach kind of thing. And so we're going to work on his branding today. We're going to do, I want to go over with him his main stuff, everything. I want to go over with him his clients, stance, his approach, his everything. And so I can just kind of tailor my work to him. My original idea for this was to do just like a general fitness shoot, actually. Fairly generic. You know, like you'll see them online, kind of the high contrast, like jacked dude or jacked girl, high contrast photos, very specific lighting, dark shadows, bright brights, you know, that sort of thing. That was my original thought, because I've always wanted to do a shoot like that. I thought that would be fun. But as I've been getting to know Brad's business a little bit more, I realized that it's not out of place, I wouldn't say, but it's definitely not the core focus of his business. His business is not to get you jacked. His core business is actually just to help you lose weight. So I want the branding to reflect that. I want it to reflect that this is a personal thing. This is a maintenance thing. This is I am your accountability partner kind of thing. This isn't I'm going to get you jacked, I'm going to get you in the gym every day and blah, 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 blah. That is not what this is. He's not like some high-end trainer who trains people, like, trains movie stars from super thin to super jacked, like you would see in the Marvel movies or something like that, or what Christian Bale did between The Dark Knight and the Machinist, I think, or the Mechanic, whatever movie that was, where he was like super, super thin. That's not what we're talking here. We're not talking that level of, up and down and up and down and up and down. We're talking from here down to here and then maintain. That's what we're talking about. So I want it to reflect that. He's a very local person, small community. So I want the branding to reflect that. I do want there to be some of that high-end photo shoot feel to it. I definitely want to have that there, but that is not the core focus. And so I want to work with him on that today to really help build his brand up and try to provide him with more assets with which to do that. Stuff that he can do on his own time and integrate into his already current branding strategy. And much like I am working on my branding strategy by talking about this sort of thing on YouTube. So the plan with these videos, ultimately, I'll be running the two channels. So I'm posting this one on the Pentographer channel because that's the channel I have active currently. My plan is to activate a second channel. The second channel will be the Harks the Harks Imaging and Design channel. So that is our company, the company with my wife and I, and that's our channel. Now it hasn't started yet, I haven't done anything with it yet, but that's where this stuff will eventually be going. I know YouTube does not do well with, switching up your topics. So I know this video won't do well, but I know my core audience will probably see it, and hopefully they find the apology in the first. If all they watch is the apology in the first and the explanation, then that's fine by me. This other stuff doesn't really pertain to fountain pens. It has no real bearing on it, other than that stuff is going to continue. But for now, this is going on that channel because that's the one I have active. I will probably actually upload this video direct to Nostr as well. I'm thinking about that, even though it's getting to be long, so that can be there, and then I can just kind of move forward with it. But ultimately, there will be two channels, and the second channel, Harks Imaging and Design, will be the photography stuff. I will be able to direct people to that instead of the Pentographer channel for that sort of content. I know they're Pentographer, it's in the name, pens and photography. I recognize that. For the purposes of Nostr, that is fine, and I will probably just join everything on Nostr because that's part of my personal brand. But in terms of the current social media ecosystem, one topic per channel basically. I don't like it, but that's how it is. So I will be bifurcating that be splitting it into the 2 channels so that I don't screw myself in the algorithms and all that stuff. So that is the plan. That is the explanation of my absence, and that is what I'm doing today. So I apologize again for this not being fountain pen content, but this is where we're at. I will try to start producing at least some fountain pen content, like even if it was like once a week or something like that. I know I had all these plans for my schedule, and that was working for a little bit there, but with the new baby and everything, and any job shifting or work changing or like anything, we're kind of coming up on a bit of an uncertain time again here. So I'm dropping the schedules entirely, and I will upload when I can. That's basically what I will do. I will try to do once a week. I'm not promising that, but that's my goal, is to try to aim for that a little bit. If I don't make it, then that's gonna have to just be how it is. But I do have some ideas for some new videos, so I will try to upload those, try to make them and upload them as soon as I can, and or in a timely manner. I'm not gonna slam on 3 videos, 5 videos, whatever. I'm not gonna slam on that because I don't have that capacity in me at the moment. So, but we're moving forward, and we'll see how it goes. So I'd like to thank you for joining me. Hit the subscribe button for the fountain pen stuff. That will be coming back in the next video. And if you're interested in photography stuff, keep an eye out for the Harks Imaging YouTube, because that's where I'll be posting that stuff. I'm going to start producing videos for that as well. Those will be a lot more in-studio videos. So hopefully I can find like a workspace that works for me. We'll see, I guess. So at any rate, I will see you guys in the next video. Hit the subscribe button, and join me for more fountain pen content in the future. Oh, yes. It's been a while since I did this. And as I always say, may your pen always be inked.